You are about to be transported into a whole new world, a whole new way of being, a whole new way of thinking. Spirit is literally about to pick you up from your current environment and drop you off somewhere else. And this isn't something that you need to be scared of. This isn't something that you should question. This is just something that's happening, and it's part of the divine plan. Everything that you have been doing up until this moment has been leading you here. You have been in this transitory period for quite some time, and you're starting to feel like you don't quite fit in with your old life. You don't quite fit in with your new life. And all these changes are happening at rapid pace. And it's almost making you feel uncomfortable in your skin because you don't know really what to expect next, and you don't know what's coming next. And that's because you're about to be living in a whole new way. Spirit is really trying to get you to slow down and think about how you want to show up in this world, because your frequency has raised so high that it can't fit in your old life. It can't fit in that old world. You're being constricted where you are right now because Spirit is asking you to expand. It's asking you to do things in a new way. And a big thing that's been coming up lately is fire, but also water. I've been getting a lot of imagery of rams, but then also a lot of sea creatures. And I had this vision the other day, and it was literally a salamander that got swooped up by a seagull and transported in the air and then dropped into the ocean. And in the ocean, there were all these fishes, and the fishes were looking at the salamander like, yo, what the heck are you doing here? Like, you're not supposed to be here. Uh-oh, my phone. You're not supposed to be here. This is for fish. And I felt like that was kind of a testament to what you're going through right now. Is you know that you're elevating, you know that you're going somewhere different, but there's still that little inkling of fear for you because you don't know what this new life is going to bring you. You don't know what this new version of yourself really looks like. You can kind of feel it, but you don't know. And in that vision, the fish are kind of looking at the salamander and they're like, what the heck? But then after a few minutes go by, the salamander is accepted as one of their own. And so when I looked up the spiritual meaning of a salamander, it had a lot to do with rebirth, but also I guess salamanders kind of thrive in fire, or they are used to being in fire. So in my head, again, that was like fire and water imagery. The salamander is getting taken from this like fire environment into the water. So that kind of coincides with the ram. The ram is action. It's Aries. It is masculinity. So I feel like what's happening right now is at this point in your life, you are being asked to transition from kind of like a fiery burnout, go mode into a new flowy way of being. So you're still taking action. It's not like you're just sitting back and relaxing. You're still taking action, but it's in a way that you've never taken action before. It's in a way that doesn't require force. It's in a way that requires just receptivity and flow. So when you have fire, right? When you have fire in action, but you don't have flow, then you have burnout. The fire just kind of overtakes you, overpowers you. But when you have kind of like water, but it's just sitting there and there is no flow, that's stagnation. So it's like Spirit is asking you to blend those two things together and operate in this new frequency, this new way of being. There has to be balance. There has to be a little bit of give and take of both. And the other thing that I saw in this vision, I don't know why, you guys, every single time I try to do a video where I'm like channeling or something like that, I have a lisp. So if anybody knows what that means, please let me know, because it's been happening for months, and it's, I swear, only when I do videos where I'm trying to sit down, I'm trying to channel. So anyways, the other thing that came through was a leopard shark. But when I went to write down my insights in my journal, I wrote down tiger shark. And those are two completely different things. They look similar, but they're different. And it kind of goes like with the same type of message. So a leopard shark kind of chills at the bottom. It's more, I wouldn't say docile, but they move about in a different way. And a tiger shark is more predatory. They know what they want. They go for it. So again, it's like I saw a leopard shark, but I wrote down tiger shark. So that's like another way of Spirit trying to allude to be meshing those two ways of being together. So I really want you to think about how you're currently showing up and how you should be showing up in this new chapter of your life and how you can integrate these new ways of being. And it might feel uncomfortable at first, but I feel like there's really a push right now for you to be operating in a way that you never have before. And it might feel scary at first because, again, you've never operated in this way before. But I feel like once you lean into it, things are going to start to come a lot more easier for you. There's going to be less questioning. There's going to be less burnout. There's just that fiery energy is going to come with an ease. There's going to be water flowing next to it, and everything's just going to start to be balanced and to flow and to harmonize. So I think that was the biggest message that's been trying to come through there. But I definitely feel that whoever is watching this video, there's about to be some big shift in your life. And I feel like this is a physical 3D shift. For the last few months, have been feeling like there's something big coming, and a lot of it has been happening energetically. But I feel like now things are finally starting to manifest in the 3D. It took some time, but I feel like what's coming next for whoever's watching, I know there's a bunch of different people watching, so it could be anything from like a move, quitting your job, getting out of a relationship, getting into a new relationship. Like there's some big 3D change coming, and that change is going to require you to do things that you've never done before. So be prepared because it is coming sooner than you think. Right now we're in April, Aries season, and Aries is all about action. So again, we're being asked to take action in a new way. So marinate on that and let me know below what you think is coming for you. But we're going to go ahead and I just want to pull a couple of cards to see if we can get any more info. And we're going to pull from the Modern Merlin Oracle deck. Because that's what I feel like. And then we might do another one from another deck, but we'll see how much time I have because I need to go for a run. Okay, time to drink this. All right, you guys, let's see. Okay, 2 fell out. Maybe one more. Or the whole deck. That's another thing that's been happening is I've been trying to channel or do readings for myself or for others, and the whole deck keeps falling out when I shuffle, and I'm not really that great at shuffling to begin with, but still. So I feel like that is kind of like a representation of how your life is about to be. Like there's going to be things just flying at you from all angles, and you're not gonna know like what's coming, and it might feel a little bit overwhelming at first, but I think once you start operating in this new flowy action way of being, things are going to kind of, settle down. Let's see. All right, so we got inspiration and constellation. Okay, so right now I feel like what Spirit is asking you to do is to open your heart and to be inspired to create something new, be inspired to go about your life in a new way. Again, that's the whole theme of this reading, going about things in a new way. What inspired action are you being guided to take right now? And the next card is constellation, find the pattern. So I feel like this is saying that you need to start looking at the different patterns and similarities that have been happening in your life, not only over the last few months, but also over the last few years. For me personally, I've been starting to realize things from years ago. I'm talking like 8, 9, 10 years ago that are resurfacing now. And I'm like, holy crap, the things that I'm supposed to be doing in my life have always been there. I just wasn't awake at that time to realize the signs. But now I'm reflecting on things that were happening when I was 18, 19, 20 years old. And I'm like, holy crap, this is all freaking predestined, you guys. It's all pre-written, but we're given free will. And so when we're given free will, okay, my phone decided to run out of storage there. But essentially I was just saying is sources asking you to take inspired action and recognize the patterns that are happening in your life to come to some sort of like conclusion of what you're supposed to do next for this next chapter. And I feel like right now it might be chaotic, it might be all over the place, as you saw with the cards flying everywhere, but this is all for a purpose. There is nothing without meaning. And just pay attention to the signs because things are going to start to make a lot more sense to you very soon. Very, very, very soon. Okay, so we got 3 cards. We got 3 cards. Okay. Service, lineage, and leadership. So I feel like this kind of goes hand in hand. Like the inspired action, the signs, everything. This is leading up to a life of a leadership and service where you're leading from your heart, you're helping people. And I feel like this lineage card is pointing towards like you are the generational curse breaker. You have been moving freaking mountains with your healing. Your ancestors have been helping you. Everybody has been cheering you along. And although you feel very lonely, actually lonely pretty much all the time, nothing is forgotten, like this card says. So I feel like that points to karma. And although, you know, we all do things in our life, good karma, bad karma, but you have been just clearing the karmic board, and your guides want you to know nothing is forgotten. Like everything that you have been doing to heal yourself, to up level yourself, to get in alignment with your highest timeline has been seen, has been recognized. So although things still feel stagnant, although although things still feel like there is no forward movement quite yet, or you're not seeing the desired results that you want, or you feel like you haven't been quote unquote rewarded, those are coming in for you as long as you continue to lead with your heart, continue to be of service to others, and really step into this leadership role that your guides are asking you to do. You were handpicked for whatever it is. Oh my God, those flew. Whatever it is you're supposed to do in this lifetime by your ancestors. Okay, you guys? And here we go. Competence. You can do it. See what I mean, you guys? You've been handpicked. They selected you to do whatever this grand mission is. And you have to realize that you are a part of everything. You can do it. You are a part of the cosmos. You are infinite. You are a divine being. So stop second guessing yourself. Start believing in yourself, and things are going to start to roll. Okay? Let's see. Anything else? I'm hot. Sitting in the car, my windows aren't down. Woo! Okay, actually, they want me to do one more card from this one, then they want me to switch decks. Okay, here we go. Starseed, baby, you are a child of the universe. So I think that is just another reminder that although sometimes you feel small, although you ask the questions of why me, like who am I to do this, who am I to do X, Y, and Z, you are a child of the universe, and so is everybody else. But you've recognized you've recognized your place in the world. You've recognized what you're here to do. So freaking do it, okay? Just freaking do it. No more questioning. No more questioning. Oh my God, I am hot. Woo! Okay, we're going to end with one oracle card from the Mother Mary deck. I feel like Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and a lot of the other divine feminine ascended masters have been coming through to me a lot, especially of the Magdalene Rose lineage. So that might be a synchronicity for you, or something for you to look into if you are not familiar with it. There we go. Here's one that already came out. Our Lady of the Abundant Garden. Okay, so this is card number 38. And there's a lot of reds on here, yellows, oranges. So those are all like our lower chakras. So you're stepping into a time where you're going to feel secure. You're going to be leading, like you're going to be leading with your creative power. You're going to be unlocking more of that confidence that you felt like you would never find again. So let's see. 38. Okay, here we go. This one is an Alana Fairchild oracle deck, and she writes a lot, so I'm going to try to just do key points for you guys, but here we go. Our Lady of the Abundant Garden. I provide life without limit. You have no need to fear loss or lack. For everything that dies, new life is created. For everything that you need to have, there are ample channels through which you can be fulfilled. I can provide all with wisdom, grace, and even humor. You can find a way to delight in life and enjoy all the riches that are available to you. If you only open your heart and release your fear. It is habit, not reality, which keeps you uncertain. Trust in me, my child, and be nourished in my living garden of love. So I feel like this definitely plays to a lot of the cards that we got. Like you are being asked to start thinking about your life in a whole new way, to start acting in a whole new way. And you are literally about to be plucked up and taken from your current environment into another environment. And so this is literally talking about that, like moving from fear, lack, loss into an abundance mindset. And That's all just like a frequency switch, a mindset switch. And I feel like you've been operating in survival mode for much of your adult life. And now Spirit is asking you to switch that and start thinking of your life in an abundant way. And know that you are divinely protected because you are a child of the cosmos, because you are a child of the universe, because you have all this help from your ancestors. Like, things are going to start to work out. They're going to be bigger and better than you ever could have imagined. Let's see what else is in here. Oh my God, it's so freaking hot. So freaking hot in here. Okay. This oracle comes at a time when you're being asked to let go of fears of abandonment in your relationships, or fears of failure at work, or of not being recognized, and fears that would prevent you from taking the steps that you need to take now or in the future. This oracle comes at a time when your financial situation is healing and you need to trust in new ways of feeling open to abundance reaching you. It comes at a time when all those around you might be in fear and reaction because of recent trauma or situations. And you are needed to be the one who stays in your heart and trusts the divine plan. So I definitely feel like that's asking you to just like have trust that this is the plan, because things have been a little bit chaotic for you lately. You are moving all over the place. There's been a lot of changes, and it's easy to start questioning what's going on, and for other people to even question you when people aren't comfortable with the path that you're on and they can't understand. So remember, you have everything that you need within you, and you are divinely protected. So keep following your intuition, keep following those nudges, keep recognizing the patterns, and you're going to be provided for as long as you trust. So let's see. Our Lady of the Abundant Garden comes to you with a gift of abundance, and you are asked to remain open and to know that she has endless provisions through which she blushes. Did you see that again? The freaking lisp. This oracle comes with a special message. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. If you have been wondering if something will take off and flourish and thrive, the answer is yes. Bing, bang, boom, baby. So you are about to make a big ass freaking leap. You're about to change careers. You're about to quit your job. You're about to move to a new place. And if you are questioning or fearing like something isn't the right choice, it's gonna freaking work, baby. You just need to trust. You need to know that you are divinely protected. Everything is going to be okay, and really start to move and think in a different way. You need to embody this new way of being, okay? That's all I have for you guys. I'm literally sweating and I need to go for a run. So, peace.